Thanks for watching the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. As the number of COVID-19 cases continues to grow here in Montgomery County, officials are working around the clock to keep you informed of the latest, most accurate information. At 20 locations around the county, grab-and-go meals are being provided for students up to 18 years old at no charge. Councilmember Craig Rice paid a visit to Northwest High School in Germantown to see how the program is rolling out.
We started off with the lunch, and now today we are starting with breakfast and lunch. They just come up, they drive through. We do have walk-ups as well. We try to have 2 tables set up for both places. It was a big change already so far this early in the morning of how many we have already had come through. We're definitely getting the word out.
I understand that you've got a lot of success in terms of people that are coming out.
We're really excited that we're one of the sites that was selected by MCPS to host meal distribution, and so the Division of Food and Nutrition Services has done an amazing job organizing this. Yesterday, I believe we had just under 200 meals that were given out, and today in the first 45 minutes, there have been well over 100 meals given out, so it's definitely grown quickly.
That's amazing. It really says something about not only the need, but also the importance of what it is that you're doing. There's been talk about even expanding to possible dinner options. What does that mean for our families here in the community?
It's really important for families in our community because obviously these are really uncertain times. We want to make sure that our students, not only at Northwest, but in all the schools in this area, have access to meals.
It warms the heart to be able to see the school coming together. You know, the County Council remains committed to trying to make sure that we continue to have these partnerships, that we continue to try and support. Unfortunately, I think have to keep this going for some time, and so it will be important for us to continue to learn.
Definitely. We really appreciate your support. That means a lot as well.
It makes you feel like you're actually giving something to the community, even though, you know, you're in a time of need and stuff like that.
It makes you feel good being out there, seeing them and helping them, and knowing that they're getting something to eat.
So remember, from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. at 20 Montgomery County public school sites across the county, we're going to be distributing breakfast and lunch. Make sure you go to the MCPS website or take a look at the graphic here that will let you know where you can go to obtain those meals.
Our first responders are still on the front line squarely in the path of this virus. Montgomery County Fire Chief Scott Goldstein told us how they are handling this massive public health challenge.
We're here to answer their calls. We're here to help them in their time of need. And we do that by starting with the 911 call.
Fire and ambulance, what's the address of your emergency?
We start asking questions of everybody who calls.
Okay, so this screen that you're looking at right now is a very typical call, whether or not the patient has a fever or they do have a cough. On this particular patient, our communication center has identified that it is a possible coronavirus, and then that'll alert them to say what level of protection they should take.
We start interviewing the person at that social distance limitation, 6 foot away. I start looking at the patient, evaluating, is he or she coughing, is he or she sneezing, and then what level of protective equipment we want to place on the person. So we would normally utilize an N95 mask, which is something that we fit test for. It's higher level of protection than the surgical mask. We would have our people wear these, but we are limiting these to high-risk encounters. And then when we get to a call where there's a level of concern, instead of being in our street clothes, we're going to be putting on a disposable apron and wearing that so that we have an additional layer. Then these are just the dental hygienist style face shield. You know, it's got an elastic loop, goes over your face, so they don't have that splash. So all we talk about in COVID is don't touch flat surfaces and don't touch your face. That's the general guidance to everybody in the public, right? Well, if I'm touching my face and the mask without gloves on, I've just contaminated my hands. So proper doffing is as important as having the equipment on.
This is going to be a marathon. This is not a sprint right now. It's going to be a long-term issue that we're going to have to deal with, and keeping ourselves safe and healthy is going to be most important.
For more information on the COVID-19 virus, you can visit the county's website. For County Cable Montgomery, I'm Susan Kennedy.